Alright, we are live now. Good morning everyone, my name is Sinki and today we are back on this Sunday, the end of the week, in Jade Room, no sorry, in Throne Room. I have not fallen down to Jade Room yet. However, I will tell you that something happened those past few days. I did play upstream and it wasn't such a great idea, unfortunately. I played exactly 4 games upstream after a rather bumpy previous previous session where I ended up losing almost 400 points. I lost another 400 points yesterday with basically only 2 last places. Unfortunately, I had only a second place to mitigate those losses, but it wasn't enough. Far from it. So I'm down to 1362, which is quite far from where we were just a couple of days ago, but it's not much of a problem. We'll try to catch up to where we were. At least we'll try to do our best to do so. So since the live stream will start in a few minutes, I will try to prepare messages for everyone to see in the Discord server, as well as on my Twitter account, in case it were to be helpful, of course. I'm gonna add the Mahjong Soul name tag on YouTube as well, just in case, because I know that it's Sunday, so we might have a couple of viewers or new viewers to come by, even among the Japanese community. And I think that's about it for now. That's 4 pairs, but it's Lianshanten. But of course the Ton is already dead. Of course. Naturally. We could try and go for Chitoi then. Or Tanya might even be possible now. Just might. Basically E-Shanten for a normal hand. I'll keep the E-Shanten as it is right now, but I'm going to not take the Tenpai, I think, and I'm going to tear my Tontoids apart. Okay, perfect. E-Shanten. Plus we are E-Shanten for Tanpin Sanshuku Doraichi, but there is only 2 Chiman left, so I think I'm going to have to call Chi on Kamicha if it drops 1. Pei is not exactly safe, so I'm going to drop it first. Okay, Kamicha called Dichi. Iso is safe against Kamicha. Toyman has dropped many middle tiles, so maybe he's Damaten. Shimocha has opened his hand. Maybe going for Pinzu Honitsu, which might explain this middle discard. Gonna take a Tenpai here because it allows us to drop a safe tile. Chiman might still come out. Chiso is practically safe, but not quite. There is 1 Uso and 1 Loso left in the game, so it's... I would even dare to say that it's quite suspicious. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to drop the Palman here. It's Suji. Lowman is not going to be very safe, however, so I wonder what I'm going to have to do. Tomen called Pon and drop the Supin to deal into Shimocha, who didn't have a Honitsu but Doradora, so still 3900s. Okay. Okay, we are Oya this time around. We have lots of terminal tiles. We are going to start by dropping this, I think. I actually have 3 pairs of terminal tiles. Just one more and we could go for Chinloto even. Just kidding, we'll have to see about that. Ah, Toyman called Pond now. I wanted to keep it just in case, but it wasn't a good idea. And Toyman called another pawn, this time on the Shiro. Jesus Christ. Now I'm not too happy with the way things have turned in a few seconds. Toyman has made 3 calls, nothing but terminal tiles and G-high, which will render my Manzu very difficult to discard. Of course, no Chinloto possible. Okay, someone is safe thanks to Kamicha. Uso is safe thanks to Toyman. Shimocha got Utsumo, and it's just Tayonomi. Oh, never mind, it's Sanshoku too, but it's not much expensive. Not much more expensive. Okay, I think the live stream should be on now for everyone, as well as for me. What do we have here? Dianmen, Toitsu, and middle tiles everywhere. Kanchan here as well. Okay. And we have a Dora as well. Okay, Rian Shanten now. No thanks. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's good, but I won't be able to use the Dora this way. So I would like to make use of it by either drawing, well, the Dora once again, or the Sanzo would be good enough. Suso might be good enough as well. Supin. Oh, I drew it, actually. I was thinking that there were 2 out already, but should I still drop the Dora now? I think I will. Ditch, no reaction from anyone. Waiting for Isuman, which is a bit suspicious because I've dropped the Uman rather early, but it's saving Stoyman who called Ditch as well. And I lost. Oh, of course I didn't do Ipatsu. Holy shit. That happened like so many times yesterday during my off-stream games. Like being chased with a Lychee and dealing into Ipatsu right after. This is insane. And I would have not dealt in had I remained Dama and waited for Tayo to come. Which is not very, I mean, it's not much smarter to do. Like, in terms of pure theory, it's apparently best to just call Lychee as soon as possible, but I don't know, that's frustrating. Plus I had a good weight, but of course I had to draw Toyman's weight instead. Well, not much I can do about it, so it would be best to not feel too bad about it. I'm not excessively far behind, so there is still more time to make a comeback, of course. Huh. Yikes. Smoky, of course. This? No way. Of course, Shimocha called Lychee after dropping red 5. No Ipatsu at least, maybe? I'm not that far from Tenpai. Oh, I would have drawn a useful tie anyway. Then again. Oh, Kamicha chased as well. Is there any way for me to avoid dealing in this round? Well, Suman is safe, of course, but Ryanzo should be safe, right? It's not against Shimocha. That's a problem. One chance. It passed somehow. No idea how it passed, but it passed. That's great. Chun is 100% safe. And I'm going to have to drop the Haite. Haite. Oh, Uso should be fine now, right? It was. Samman, Sabroman, Sabroso. Okay, so I held 5 of Shimocha's 8 winning tiles, and I was holding on to Shimocha's, Kamicha's winning tiles, and I was also waiting on Shimocha's winning tile as well. So we managed to stay afloat and keep Tenpai, all while avoiding my opponent's winning tiles, or at least avoiding to discard them, which was quite close, but luckily we still managed to survive. Only grabbed 1000 points though. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs. Gonna have to drop the Sanzo here. In spite of me liking this shape, it's not exactly very efficient in regards to, well, the rest of my hand. Or I could try to get rid of the Penchan shape early on. That could be an option too, but it's a bit too early, I believe. And it would actually reduce my Shanten. So, yeah, not too happy with that. Okay, E Shanten now, but it's I'm not too happy with that. Gonna drop this. Then again, I can just call Lychee and but it's Gonna wait one turn to try and see if I can improve my hand up to Sanko with the last ton or with the Champon Machi. I won't. I'll wait one other turn. One additional turn. At this point I'm going to get Sumo before I get a chance to improve my shape. Chun, yeah, Deech, whatever. Come on, chip in. Ooh, come! Dinshan! Ah, of course not. But my winning talent has become a Dora now, which is going to make it difficult to win off a discard, at least. But if I win, I'm going to have a slightly stronger hand, just slightly. Come on, chip in. I have a fear I'm never going to see the chip in come out. Chiso, that's the right number, but not the right suit. Ah, long! Nice. So it's quite strong. It's 7,700 because of the Fuhane. 16, 4, and 2. Yep, quite a strong Deech Dora Dora. Went from 52 to 7,700 thanks to my Calm. Even though I did not get a single Uradora. It's a bit of a shame, but it's still a strong hand. Nevertheless, so I'm not going to complain. And we managed to get up to second place, so yep. Now we just need to stay there or even get higher and get back to first. We have 2 Dora and we have a very nice Ishanten shape. Extremely nice. Plus we're Oya, so we want to win this one here. Come on. Sanzo, Iso, low pin would be fine. Dian pin would result in a much too bad shape, or weight rather. So I'm not certain what to do in this case. What should I do actually? I need to decide now. In case it would happen, take me by surprise. So we have Smogiri, of course. We have only 1 ISO left. We have 2 low pin left, so the Champon weight would be quite bad in my opinion. I could have gone for the Pinfu-ish by dropping a Dora right away, but I don't want to. Tomen called Lychee, which will make my decision easier, so to say. I'm going to have to drop it now. The Cheapin isn't safe at all against Toyman, unfortunately. I don't want to give it in Ipatsu at least. Kamicha called Lychee as well. Ipin still not safe. Go drop the Iman first. I can still draw the Suman later on to, like, okay, maybe not. Maybe not in the end. Oh, ha. Interesting. Well, we can keep dropping Manzu because they're all safe, likely. And sure enough, Hatsu should be safe. I'm more worried about Pinzu and Sozu, but oh, Kan and Dinshan, that lucky bastard. During my dear turn on top of that. Deech, Dinshan, Sumo, Chun, and just 1 Dora, luckily. Holy shit. And he also missed some sort of Sanko here, but it would not have been easily possible to turn into Sanko anyway. Lianzo was winning against Kamicha, so I managed to at least avoid getting hit directly. So there is that, I guess. Entering South 3, still at 3rd place with not much of a point differential, but not that many good hands to try and catch up, unfortunately. We did score a good hand the previous round. Okay, the Two rounds ago, sorry. I'm gonna drop this one here. I could call pawn here right away. Maybe. Okay, E10. It's not going to be a good hand, but it might result into an interesting... I don't know. I really do not know. Pawn. Could have been waiting on the last Q-pin, but it's a bit too dangerous in my opinion. And I might draw the red 5 or this. Akauso Tanki would be... Well, it's 2600s now. Not much more expensive, but... I've dropped many Sozu before, so it might work. Sumo. Okay, Nanato-san, 700, 1300s. It actually helps quite a lot because we managed to catch up. Managed to catch up 4,000 points of differential to Shimo-chan. So we're only at 3,900 points now. So we could get. Ooh, what the hell? Hatsudora Anko in the high pie. Holy shit, that's a big chance here. We could catch up to first place instantly. There is no need to calculate anything here. We just need to cheat, and win. Holy fucking shit. Come on. We need a quick hand. Quick calls. Okay, what do we have here? Gonna have to go with that for now. Two calls from Shimo-chan already. He's skipping my turn too, which is a bit of a shame. Would have drawn this, which could have been useful. I'm gonna have to drop it now. Come on, Sanzo. Okay, it's useful, but I'm not happy with it. I wanted to complete this shape first. But we're still E-Shanten, so it's not all that bad, to be perfectly honest. Alpha. Kami-chan on the move as well. Okay, Chi. We managed to improve our Shanten shape just a little bit to have a higher chance to end with a two-sided weight. Okay, it's a save tile. Shimo-chan with the third call, so probably very close to Tenpai now, or Tenpai already. And we need to improve this shape like this to get many ways to draw a pair, like 2, 4, 7 would result in a two-sided weight. I can call Chi here. Sunpin is not useful. I'm gonna have to drop it. Come on. Yikes, I missed a Tenpai here. He got it anyway. And I would have dealt in with the Ryanzo discard anyway. Not changing much. Wow, he didn't even attempt to go for first place with that? He could have aimed higher in my opinion, but well, he could have made it to first with a direct hit, I believe. Yeah, it's truly a shame because I started with Dora Anko right from the start. Quite frustrating. Well, at least it kind of puts an end to my well, no, actually does not put an end to my unfortunate streak. It's been like 15 games since my last first place. 15 awful games. Well, we had ups and downs, many second places as well, but clearly not enough to mitigate my rank point losses, unfortunately. So we are going to have to actually win games at some point. A small consolation would be that, well, my most of my games were, well, actually not all of them, but a fair share of my games were actually quite close, like the previous one, which just ended, where everyone was like less than 10,000 points away, apart from last place maybe. But especially first and between me and first place, there were less than 10,000 points, even less than 8,000 points actually, which was the reason why I could have gone for a fairly easy or realistic man gun to get back to first, especially with my Dora Anko right from the start. But yeah, that's about it. Things happen in Mahjong and there isn't much we can do about it, except weep and cry, maybe. Well, this one's completely dead. We could try to go for DT with the Suji trap. Considering that also has been discarded on turn 2, it might work, although it's a bit too late for that. Ah, no, come on, please. Please spare me. Okay, thank God. Okay, might want to add this Dora term. Oh, Toyman called DT2. Come on, Sanzo. It's safe against him as well. It's Suji. Come on. Nah! Okay, it passed somehow. Another Oika Kirich. I managed to not tell Nippatsu in. It's been quite a long time since the last time this thing did not happen. No Ron, I think. Yep, of course. So. Okay, what do we have here this time around? Lots of Sozu. However, Dora is not a Sozu, it's a Manzu, so it's going to be a bit difficult to go for Sozu Hoitsu unless I keep drawing such tiles. Okay, we're going to have to go for it, I think. Okay, E champion already. What the hell? What the actual hell? We drew nothing but those tiles all the way from high pie to... Oh, that's huge. Ditch! Could have waited for the Rosso or Cuso to show up, but I have such a good hand right now. Could have had Ipeko chance here maybe, but it's still a good hand. Long! Ditch Tate Honton and Ura Zero. Very close to Ura-san. Very close, but not quite, unfortunately. Still Mangan. 8,300s. Very nice. Okay, what do we have here? Chun we can drop without much of a second thought. None. We're going to drop this ESO first, I think. Okay, none. We managed to pile up on it. Although it's been discarded in the meantime, so there is only one of it left. But it could be enough to go for a quick hand, I believe. Gonna have to try and go for that. Toyman called Lichi on turn 4. He's out for revenge. He's probably frustrated to have dealt into such a quick half flush in the previous round, so I'm going to have to defend here. We're still not losing a possible chance to go for Taio anyway, so it's not such a bad discard choice, even in regards to my offensive capabilities. The only thing that matters here would be to not deal in, but I'm going to find it a bit difficult to not deal in right now, as I'm out of safe tiles. Gonna have to drop the Chiso here. I do not consider the Suji to be perfectly safe here, because he called Lichi so quick that it's a bit unreliable in my opinion. But I can go for this. This one is quite dangerous in my opinion. I'm guessing this one is a bit safer, tiny bit safer. Because we can see almost all of the Uso, although the red one is still missing. Chun. Should be safe, right? Yes, it is. I mean, it was 100% safe because of... well, it was the Dora indicator. Okay, what do we have here? Uso. Okay, so I ended up drawing the red 5 myself. That's interesting, although it doesn't really help my hand that much. I'm still enchanted for Chitoi, though. I could go for Chitoi while dropping the Rosso, which should be perfectly safe now. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Kyuso is safe. And Tenpai. I'm not too confident in calling Lichi waiting on the last Q-mount, but at least we could try and intercept the win for ourselves in case someone is feeling adventurous, or in case Toyman draws it and doesn't wait on it. Palman. Yeah, this one is looking mighty dangerous. Like, hellishly dangerous. I'm going to have to fold here. Or at least to delay my Tenpai. If I could draw it once more, it would be perfect, of course, but I do not think this such a convenient thing will happen. Sure enough. Well, I have a million safe tiles here anyway, so it's not much of a problem, to be honest. Come on, Tenpai maybe here? No, of course. Well, this one is safe. Sure enough, waiting on Manzu, but I could not pinpoint which ones, so yep. Sabroman, not waiting on my 8 or 9s, not much of a problem, doesn't really matter. Kamicha was no 10, so he does not keep his Oya seat, which means I am now Oya. So, what do we have here? Well, not much to look forward to be honest. At least not yet. Okay, so I need to add Dora to the to the glossary. Okay, gonna have to I'll drop the ESO here. It's not very useful. Dora. Wow, that's very very tempting can, because I'm so far from Tenpai that I don't want to reveal new Dora just yet to my opponents, especially if I'm not going to get Tenpai myself. So at least for now, we're going to have to get closer to Tenpai before considering calling Kan or whatever. This. It's actually a good shape to call Kan here, I think. Come. Of course, we can get Tenpai. Because we have so many ways to get Tenpai here. We have the 4, 7, 8, 9 of Pinzu and 5, 6, 7, 8 of Manzu, but Toyman called Dichi first, which is a bit risky. Now, we have the Roman, Chiman, which are safe, but we want to draw a tile that would allow us to get Taiyao and a double-sided weight, of course. Although it could mean that we will have to deal the Q-pin, which isn't safe against Toyman. So it's a bit of a risky move here. Kamicha called Dichi as well. Gonna have to try. It passed, no problem. Will I really be facing a 3-way Dichi during my dealer turn while I'm stuck at E Shanten? Okay, Chiman was safe, thankfully. Qman is one chance against Kamicha. Should be safe against Toyman. It passed, no problem. Shimocha ended up calling Dichi as well. Well, there goes my chances to score a win during my deal turn, I guess.
No.
Oh, Daburon, that's interesting. On the Chiso on top of that after my Suso-kan, holy shit. Dichi Ipe Ura Yon, what the hell? Well, I'm not responsible for most of them, but still. Dichi Ura, okay, so Haneman and 2600s. Quite a huge loss for Kamicha. Too bad for him. Ooh, nice high pie once again. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 2 red 5s. Lots of middle tiles. Quite a very, very convenient high pie in my opinion. Gonna drop the none first, which is the least efficient tile in my hand. I'll drop the 1 here. Makes me regret having dropped the E pin so early, but then again I would not have been able to guess what I should have gone for. Still Liang Shanten, not a bad shape still. I'm gonna have to drop the Sun pin now because it's not very useful actually in my hand. And it could have been useful. Still made the wrong choice here. I'm running in circles.
Boom.
Wow, would you look at that?
G.
Finally. Took me a while. Still reaching E Shanten still. It's not Tempa yet. Come on. Roman. Of course. Why do you not reduce my efficiency even further, Shimocha-san? As I needed that. So many Sozu out, like there is only one Doso left. Only one Suso left. No, there is no Suso left actually. Oh, but I got Tempai regardless of that, so I'm going to take it. Sanshuku, Dora Dora. Roman, come out now. I'm going to stay Dama even. I don't need to reach here. Come on, Kuman. Come on, Roman. Roman. Now. Lon! Sanshuku, Dora Dora, Mangan.
三色同順ドラ2マンガン
Okay, we have yet another interesting starting hand. Gonna have to drop this, then go with this. We're already very close to 1 to 3 Sanchoku actually. Gonna drop this one now. Flip tiles is played. Ah, of course. Okay, gonna drop this one now. We have a pair. We just need one more run somewhere around the Roman, probably. Probably the easiest way to make an additional run. Or Ipeko, but I'm really not happy with that. What should I do? Don't drop it after all. I mean, Sanshuku Ipeko is a really nice Yaku combination. So I'm just doing it for the style points. I know it's not a good way to... I mean, it's not a good Shanten shape. I have 5 tiles to get Tempa and it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but out of the 5 tiles, only 2 of them are actually interesting.
G.
And only one of them is really interesting. Shimocha called Lychee anyway, so we're going to have to be a little careful here. And we did get Tempai, but this tile is dangerous. So I'm going to have to take it this way. Gonna have to give up on Sanshoku and Ipeko for now. We could still get it back. Don't know how, but it might happen. Okay, we could have gotten this way, I think. Might still be possible to go for it. Ipeko Doraichi for now. Not certain I want to... Ah, Shimocha ended up winning. Ooh, Diao Papin. Very nice. 3-sided weight. although it's just Dich Aka. Okay. So Shimocha is not catching up to us just yet for now. We have 2 Dora, but we're quite far from Tenpai. Especially we're quite far from any realistic Yaku, so it's not a good hand, just so to say. Rian Shanten. E Shanten actually. But can we go for Dichi here? Or rather, should we go for Dichi? That's a great question. It might give Shimocha too big chance to catch up to us. Yet at the same time, I don't really know. We do have a chance to get Pinfu if we manage, or Ipeiko if we manage to draw the Sunman or Sanzo. Could be our way to get the Yaku here out of this hand. Although far from guaranteed. No thanks. Not even. I won't even call tiles here, so I might just check the Nakanai button right away. Shimocha called Dichi, which is bad news. If he gets strong enough Sumo, it's going to bust Kamicha out and allow him to make a comeback. And Kamicha is probably not too worried about dealing in, and yeah, that's the end of the game, unfortunately. Even Dichi past Sumo no Mi would be enough, but he has Shiro on top of that. So the game is over with us taking second place and not first, unfortunately. Frustrating, but yeah, that's still plus 81 points, I think. So still a big second place. Oh, we're fighting against a pro. Kumakawa. Don't know if it's his name or not. Doesn't ring a bell. Gonna have to search it up or something. Although we're first going to have to play a tile. Okay, there we go. We have a not too bad high pie. A few possibilities. Not too sure which ones are going to actually become possible or whatever. So Kumakawa. Kumakawa. So Kumakawa in katakana. Kumakawa. Tsumogiri once again. I do not know if I'm going to find the right person. seems to be a rather common name. Not certain, I'll have to type Mahjong on top of that. Mahjong. Holy shit, I need to find the right keyboard layout for my own keyboard in, like, the Japanese thing. Okay, Kumakao, I think I found him. I believe it's him, yes it is. Gonna go with that. Still don't want to Deldora yet. Yes, it's him. I'm following every single pro I'm fighting against. Or playing against, rather. Every time I'm playing against a new pro player, I'm looking him up on Twitter and oh, ditch! We get past, no problem. Is Supin, it's a good weight. Although it dropped the pin a bit too early, perhaps it will indicate that we're waiting on lower pin styles? I don't know. Still a good hand. Mentan pin, or rather Min pin Takametanyo. Could still come out, I believe. So he seems like a rather young fellow. So maybe he's a new pro player? I don't know. Looks like so. Low pin. Low pin was actually dangerous. It could have been a Supin. Very much so. Yeah, it seems to be a rather new player. Rather new pro player, at least. Oh, Tsumo, yes, Tsumo. Did Tsumo Pinfu at least one Ura, please? Unfortunately, we did not get a single Uradora, but still. 700, 1300s. Okay, we have lots of Pinzu, although it's far from enough to go for a one color hand, but it could be enough to go for a decent Tanyao or even Pinfu, or maybe Itsu. We don't really know for sure for now. Okay, the Shanten. And indeed, sure enough, we can go for Itsu, alright. Although it's a bit... we can drop this one now. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too certain how to look for new pro players around there. Well, he's good enough to have reached Celestial anyway. How many games? 1300s. Quite a lot, but still. Okay, E Shanten, although it's still the Shanten for Itsu. So for now, we're not too certain we want to go for Itsu after all. Just a Lichi as Oya would be good enough to scare my opponents. Although the Isu so weight has become a bit weaker, it would seem. Well, it's against Toyman at least. Not against Kemichao. But it passed, okay. Shimocha called Dichi. So our pro player called Dichi here. It feels still like I can drop those tiles because of the Uso Kabe. Can still pursue a strong hand with Chi and Tenpai maybe, or just getting Tenpai by myself would be good enough, I guess. Come on, Chi Pin! No, but it's a safe tile, luckily. No, this one isn't safe, but I still had one safe tile, which I do not have anymore. This Chun is not safe at all. I have to... Oh, Kakerich! It passed, no problem. Come on, Chi Pin. We have Dich Itsu Doraichi. Parman is safe against Shimocha. Ton. Come on, Chi Pin. Damman. Pe, no problem. Paso. Toimen maybe? Nope, not even. Probably folding now, maybe? I don't know. Come on, Chi Pin. Chiban! Pass, no problem. Okay, Chun. Only one draw left. Okay, it passed. 2. Well, it was Nakatsuchi, so yeah. Come on, last draw. Chi Pin. It's now or never. Iso is dangerous. It passed, no problem. Chi Pin long! Sorry. Sorry, pro player son. Dich Itsu Doraichi. Oyaman 12000. 12,000 points. A huge win. Which is going to give us a very comfortable edge. And we start with yet another very good high pie. Shanten already for Pinfu. We could end up with a 3-sided weight, and we're going to take the Tenpai for now, not call Lichi because we could improve the weight a little bit, but we might just wait one turn, then call Lichi right away. Dich. Although we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 different tiles to improve our shape, or rather had, because it's not the case anymore since we called DT. But we're Oya, so we want to apply some pressure here. Although I wonder if I should have waited until Tegawari. Oh, Tsumo anyway, yes! Rizumo Aka! Sorry, Shimocha-san. 2000 plus 1 counter. 2100 all. Plus we grabbed Shimocha's Dichi stick too, which is great. Okay, what do we have here? 3 pairs. Lots of middle tiles, but not so much. Like, it's not a comfortable shape here. I don't think we're going to get Tenpai easily. Unless we have a huge stroke of luck, of course. As always. So here, where should I put it? Here, I think. It's a delicate choice here. I think I'll have to give up a pair of middle tiles. He chanted now, finally. Okay. Gonna go with that, I think. I don't feel too confident with dropping the Cupid against Toyman's Sanshoku. Or likely Sanshoku, at least. Gonna have to go for it. It's a bad weight, but it may work. It may still apply pressure against Toyman. I would have got a nice three-sided weight Furi-ten. Too bad. Might still help my case towards the sun. I mean, getting the sunpin out of my opponent's hands because of the great amount of supin visible to everyone's eyes. So it might still work. Or perhaps the sunpin is actually in the wall. It's actually likely to be the case. Oh, Toyman called Pont. Dropping a Suji tile against my Dichi. Luckily this one is safe. Long. Niche Aka. Ura. 7,700 plus 2 counters makes it 8,300. Okay, we are on fire for now. Would be good if you could keep it like this all the way till we get back around the 2,000 point mark. Would be nice and convenient, of course. Ah, yep. Perhaps this is where our dinner turn ends. It went on for quite some time, so we do not need to feel bad about it, but still. Okay, we have 4 pairs now. Maybe we can still go for Chitoi, or maybe we can just fold. Shimocha called Dichi. I do have 1 safe tile against him. Okay, another one maybe. Ah, pawn from Toyman. Okay. Quite a risky discard, but maybe Kamicha has a serious hand as well. Okay. This one should be safe, right? Okay, finally. Leech, Pif, Dora, and no Ura. Zanku no 3本場は8000 4800 8400じゃなくて Okay, 4800s. Another average hand. We do have one Dora that is either going to be really helpful or really dangerous. But we can keep it in our hand for now. We have enough points to remain without a win for quite some time, without it hurting us too much. As long as we do not deal in, it should be fine. Okay, that's a good draw. That is a good draw. However, I do not know how to deal with it. Like, I could try and go for pin 2 if I were to drop the Ton, but the Ton is going to be dangerous. So I could try and go for Ton Tanki, which should be easy because I can get rid of the Q-pin pair now that I have a run around it. Still not clear. Okay, Shimocha called Ichi. It is going to make things a lot clearer now, and Toyman dealt in. That's actually. The Ichi pass P-fu. Oppa. 5800s. Not a very powerful hand, but quite big, considering Toyman has only 8,100 points left. So he could be at the mercy of Shimocha or anyone's Mangan plus 1 counter. Okay, what do we have here? Gonna drop the down pin right away because, well, have a run thanks to it. Tomen called the third turn Beachy. Holy shit. What is going on today? Gonna try this one. Actually, I don't really want to fold just yet. I do not have enough safe tiles to go for 100% fold. So I'm going to have to deal G-high for now. And we are actually getting closer to Tenpai, holy shit. The Enchanten for Sanshoku Dora-san maybe, if we keep the Dora like this. And yes it is! Sanshoku Dora-san Enchanten, but of course without. Dichi Nomi. Okay, Doraichi, sorry. So weak hand to end Shimocha's deal turn is quite fine by me, to be honest. We had a really strong Ishanten too, so not like we did do that for nothing. Okay, what do we have this time? Not a lot to go, like, to hope for here, unfortunately. Although we could go for a Pinfu, provided that we complete our one-sided weights before the rest. And sure enough, contrary to what I said, what I hoped, we got another single weight shape, unfortunately. But we're going to get rid of it right away. Still the Enchanten, so it's not too far from Tenpai, but we need to draw the right tiles to get Pinfu. Okay, this one is well, it is helpful because it gets us to Enchanten for Pinfu, but now Pinfu is not guaranteed yet. We would still need to draw the Sanzo to get Pinfu. Another way to do this would be to draw another element weight around this Manzu shape. Oh, the element called Chi. And Kamicha called Lichi. Okay. This should be safe. Not a single Sozu in Kamicha's discards. Makes it a little tricky to give up our pension shape here with the 1 and 2. So I'm not certain what to do here. Oh, I truly believed it was going to be Kamicha's winning tile. This could have proven to be a very, very sneaky trap. Although not so much a trap as a coincidence, but still. So here I'm not going to take the Tenpai because it would require to drop a Shiro, which is a Shonpai. Shonpai meaning that it's a tile that has yet to be discarded even once. So it's actually more dangerous than everything else. In my opinion at least. We managed to get it back. Holy shit, can we go for Lichi Pats Haite? Would be quite fun. Let's go for it. Lichi Pats Haite Tsumo would be huge. I'm quite devastating to my opponents, I believe. Come on, Ipats Haite! Ah, it's safe, thankfully. He's Supin, so he wasn't waiting on... He wasn't actually waiting on my white dragon. He was actually... yeah, too bad. Oh crap, my phone is about to die. Okay, there we go. The Enchanted for Taio. Okay, it's not Enchanted for Taio, but the Enchanted for any hand. Okay, Enchanted now. We managed to draw the perfect tile to get a nice Shanten shape. Enchanted for Tanpin now. Plus we drew an additional Dora, which is going to be making this hand a lot more powerful. Come on. Nope. I want to avoid waiting on like Tsuchiman, which is a Dora Alien Man, which is a bit too bad in my opinion. It would be best if I could chi on the Uman, for example, or can I do it like this? I don't think I won't. Okay, pawn from Toyman. Finally hitting Tenpai, but it's a bit too dangerous to drop Dora now, I think. I'll go for it still. It passed, no problem. Just time Doraichi, it's a bit less expensive than I hoped, but we still managed to win. And grab the 2 Leech Sticks back. Thus increasing our lead even further. Okay. We do not really need to win this round. We could just fold from the get-go, to be honest. Or force some kind of funny hand. Doesn't really matter. Toyman called a really quick Dichi once again. Or we could deal into Toyman's hand, to be honest. It would make the game much quicker.
No.
Nice. Dichi nomi.
Dichi.
What was I afraid of? Okay, lots of Manzu here. Holy shit. Almost a full Itsu. Okay. I mean, there isn't much we can do in terms of calls for now. It felt like my playlist stopped for some reason, or stopped emitting sound. Whoa! What a quick sumo. Too bad it's only Hatsunomi. But I think it helps Kamicha because he was really close to Shimocha. He wanted to break the tie between them, and he succeeded. So GG to him. Okay, lots of G high once again. Doesn't really matter what we do, what we go for here. We can just wait until someone wins or knock Toyman's out. Well, we do have a fair shape here. Fairly good hand. We could go and finish the game ourselves. Okay, very nice. Yet another Dora. Okay. We could do it like this.
No.
Oh, Toyman actually won,
Chanta.
even though it's Chantanomi. Chantanomi. Yet another win from Toyman.
タンヤオドラ
I'm really glad I managed to score huge wins before everything happened here, because I do not seem to be able to keep up with my opponent's speed right now. Gonna go with that. Okay, the Enchanten. Okay, Enchanten now even. We could finish the game with a Chapon and then a nice diamond weight. Should be quick enough to seize the win, hopefully. Or it's delicate being given the choice of going for Pinfu or Yakuhai. Yakuhai would allow me to open my hand, which is a bit more convenient in my opinion, but still I do not know. Toyman with another very suspicious hand here. Doesn't feel like he's going for one color hand, but it could be anything like Sanshoku, Hatsu Anko maybe. He has 2 Dora, so it's maybe, I don't know. Doesn't really feel like he's going for Honitsu or Chinsu, to be honest. He's dropped way too many Manzu tiles for that. Yeah, once again, probably not going for that. Perhaps... I don't know. I really do not know. Could be a 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku, but it's unlikely now. Well, the only thing I'm still thinking about is just Hatsu Anko or Champon. Yeah, that's a desperate move. But if he has a Hatsu Anko, it's going to be bad. I don't think he has. I'm going to go for the win here, maybe. Hopefully, Chip-in will come out. Well, as long as we do not deal into Hote, we should be fine. And there is no Hote for us to deal anymore, so we should be fine. Finally. Long. Shanomi. 1000 becomes 1600s. Okay, finally at long freaking last, first place. Which makes me wonder why I'm even playing off stream anymore, since I can't seem to focus as good as I am during my live streams. Okay, we managed to get 250 points back already. It's been only 3 games, so we can just play a little more. It's still 40 minutes till noon. And I think at noon we're going to take a break, have lunch, do something else, whatever. And we might continue afterwards, but I'm not so sure about that. Gonna have to see. Okay, Haipai is Toitsu Kanchan. Yeah, not a good Haipai. Quite a bad one, actually. Okay, 4 pairs now. Maybe we could go for Chitoi, but it's going to be very tricky. I mean, it's mostly going to be very random, more than tricky. Chitoi is always more or less tricky, to be honest. It's mostly about keeping the right tiles and going for the right weight, but you can never be certain of which is which all the way until you, I mean, until your discard choices backfire on you. For now, they do not do so much as backfire as they turn into something else entirely. As we could perhaps aim for Toi Toi, and maybe we have to pawn here. That's the last one. But Toi Toi Dora Dora is still possible. Although waiting for the Dora is a bit tricky, actually. I will not complain. Was this a sign of someone holding onto a pair of puzzle? I for sure hope not, but once again, there is no way to be certain of it. But Kamisha actually dropped it. So if it's still on the wall and he draws another one, he might discard it again. Or my opponents might discard it again, so we'll take the Dora Tanki. Shimocha called Pon. Gonna be right back. Oh, Dichi from Toyman. And Loan from Kamicha actually. Damaten. Tanpin Aka. Okay, I'm gonna deal this first. Just do something very quick. Okay, so it's here and here and like this. Toyman called twice and it's debutant with a Dora discard, so maybe he's Tenpai. Yes, it was. And it's actually Toy Toy, I think. Or Honitsu. Okay. I didn't read that Honitsu. Holy shit. It happened so fast. Well, it's actually quite readable, but Dora discard on turn 6 is... I don't know. Not really know about that. Well, he had the right tiles to go for a quick hand anyway, so... yeah. Okay, what can we do here? Not much to look forward to once again. We have a pair of Haku, we have lots of Penchan, Kanchan, and so on. But it's quite tricky. Gonna skip the first one, unfortunately. I'll take the Chi. I don't want Toyman to win a huge hand here once again, which might still happen since he has 3 Dora. Of course, I do not want to deal in, but really? Minikabe. Okay, pass. I'm playing with. I'm playing a bit too risky in my opinion. Now Toyman has made 2 calls, which could indicate a Tenpai. Well, I can pawn, drop the Cupid, which is safe, and hopefully the Chiso will come out, although it's dangerous against Toyman, so it probably won't. And long! And it did, actually. Just Hakunomi, but it's a huge win because it prevents Toyman from scoring yet another Mangan as Oya. And it actually mitigates his lead a little bit and gives me an opportunity to break the tie with Shimocha. Which, I mean, if I were to end with the tie would not end in my favor, unfortunately, since I started as Pe. Therefore, the sooner I break the ties, the better it would be. Still keeping middle ties in priority here. Toyman called Dichi. Gonna have to fold for now. I do have a couple of stiff tiles and my hand is not going to be very strong anyway. So maybe I can get away with just folding. Although I'm still Ishanten, so maybe I want to call Dichi as well. And there it is. Not too certain on what to do here. Kakerich! Ah, it didn't pass. And it's strong hand too. Lichi Pats Pinf, not Pinf, but Lichi Pats Dora Dora. Okay. It's too bad. It was a risky Lichi, but I wanted to take advantage of seeing many Sozu tiles out to wait on lower Sozu, which was the Ryanzo. Of course, it wasn't a good Lichi. I should have folded, but then again, it wasn't certain how to fold. Suji would have worked likely, but still. Gonna go with that now. We do want to take the Tenpai as soon as possible here. Better would be to go for Pinfu, of course, but it's not guaranteed. It will all depend on... Okay, we got it. Leech! D-Pin Doraichi, plus we're waiting on terminal tiles, which is always better. And it's actually quite good because we can see all of the... I can see all of the puzzle. My opponents can see 3 of them, which should be sufficient to wait on the queue, so I hope. And Ipatsumo, yes! Lichi Ipatsumo, Pinfu, Akaichi. With 1 Ura, it's Oyapane. Come on! Too bad. Of course, it had to be a Jihai. Yeah, that's okay. We managed to get out of last place, and we get back all the way to 26,000 points, which is huge. Our dual turn continues with not such a great high pie, unfortunately. Quite a miserable one, if I may say so. Gonna go with that. Okay, 2 calls from Toyman, 1 call from Shimocha. 1, 2, 3. We're quite far from Tenpai ourselves, so maybe it will be difficult to score a hand here, unfortunately. Maybe a Chi here would have been the right choice. I skipped a bit too quickly here, unfortunately. At the same time, I do not feel like it's a hand I can like commit with, so to say. So I don't really want to take any meaningless risks here. We managed to recover, so we want to keep our points. Even if it means giving up on our deal turn to let Shimochar Toymen win, and Toymen won anyway. With just Chunnomi, luckily. So it's just 800 points that we pay to end our deal turn without much happening. And Shimocha had one Dora, so it could have been a much stronger hand. So we're going to be fine with that. What to do here? Gonna drop this one maybe? Alright, we're Dianshan 10 for the Sanshoku, 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. Maybe we could go with that. Gonna go with that. Sumogiri here. Oh, Ishanten, that's great. And we managed to secure Pinfu for now. Sanchoku is still uncertain, but maybe. Now it's certain, although it's just Sanchoku no Mi. But we're waiting on Shimocha's save tiles, which are the Su pin and likely the E pin as well. So they might come out. Ugh, this one is unsafe. It's highly unsafe. Don't want to drop it, to be honest. Would have won. Iman should be fine, right? Yes, it is. Uman was safe looking in the end, which is a bit of a shame, but what can we do? Dianzo, not safe at all. Dopin, Dopin, Dopin. So there's a couple of Dopin. Papin should be fine, right? It is. Nope, no thanks. Tsumogiri here. Iman was already deemed safe. So no problem with that. Hatsu is 100% safe. It's a Genbutsu. And Hote, there is no Saburo Kyuso. So it was indeed Sozu rather than Manzu. Kamecha waiting on Chiso as well. Okay. So I could have gone for the win, and probably should have, but it would have been a risky move for a very cheap hand. So I was not ready for such a risk. Okay, we do have a very, very promising hand here. We could go for a 3-4-5 Sanchoku already. We just need to draw the remaining 5s that we do not yet have. We could also go for Taio Doraichi plus grab the Digi stick that is on the table. So maybe we could go for an interesting hand here. Don't really know what to do here, to be honest. I think I'm just going to Tsumogiri. Could have gone for the Chiso instead, I think, but doesn't really matter if I want to get rid of all of them. Yeah, I keep drawing the wrong tiles, though. At some point I will have to draw the right tiles to make it worth. Nope, still can't. Gonna go with that just in case I can go for a 3-sided weight, but it's not going to be a great 3-sided weight as we can see only one Dianzo left in the game. Gonna go with that instead, I don't know. Wait, I should have dropped this one instead. Well, it doesn't really matter. What a shame. Okay, 2 calls from Toyman. We can see lots of Dora, but I don't know. Still 2 red 5s remaining. Could still be quite dangerous round. Okay, finally Ishanten. What should we go for here actually? Uso only 1, Paso only 1, Dianzo only 1, so that's Diao Paso is a bad weight. I'm going to go with that instead. Ditch, because they called several times, so they will be in a bit of a tight spot if they want to defend. Come on, Ipatsumo! Ah, too bad. Come on, Uppaman. Uso, come on. Doman, very close, but not quite. Come on, last draw. Akauman would be perfect. Ah, Upin. Well, at least it's a safe tile. And Toyman will probably not deal the Hote. Of course it doesn't. But they both keep Tempai and they're all waiting on Uman as well. And Paman was in Toyman's hand. Probably Kamicha as well, but yeah. Not a lot of tiles that I could have won off here, considering my opponents did a superb job at holding on them, onto them. This one first. So instead of grabbing the Digi stick back, I just merely increased the number of Digi sticks that were on the table, which is going to make the rounds increasingly dangerous and quick. Okay, that's a good hand. We can go with this now. Go for a 3-call Taio. Okay. Dichi from Toyman. Not great. No Ipatsu luckily, but we're still quite far from Tenpai. Not a lot of safe tiles to deal here actually. Gonna go with the Iman. Ah, Toyman got a Tsumo anyway. Dizumo Pinfu Doraichi. Missing the Mangan, but still grabbing the leech sticks, the Honba, and all to get all the way to 35,000 points. Alright. That's not a great shape. And it is looking a bit difficult to reach Tenpai, it would seem. I don't really know how to deal with that. Still uncertain with what to do here. I want to call Khan and wait on the Sunman. It should be a good enough trap to settle here. Or to set here, rather. Maybe we could do this and wait for the Uppapin to show up. Or none, even. There's only one none left in the game, however. Okay, come! Not getting Tenpai, however. It might work. It might just work. Plus, the new Dora has been discarded several times by my opponents, so it should be fine. I want to call Lychee, however. Don't want to go for a Pon, but if I have to, I probably will. Still going to be a 1600 point hand. Not a lot to be honest, but there isn't much I can do. Ah, Toyman called Lychee. Because of course he was the first one to get Tenpai. Kamicha called Lychee too, actually. And this makes it all the more risky. All the riskier to go for the win. Gonna fold, unfortunately. Wanted to go for my trap, but it probably won't work. However, it could be the theater of Kamicha's comeback on Toyman. Too bad. Or maybe not. And it's going to be a strong hand too. And because of me, Rizumo Chitoi Doradora. Without the Khan, it would only have been 9600 points, but it has gone up to 18,000 points because of my Khan. Too bad. Okay, we do have a hand here. Maybe Sanshoku coupled with a Yaku or Yaku with something else, I don't know. Oh, we have a Dora here. Gonna have to pawn here. Chi. Now, of course, if we could make use of the Hatsu, that would be even better. And we do. Gonna even give up on the Yamen wait. Come on, Nan or Hatsu doesn't really matter. It's still going to be Mangan at the end of the day. So please give me either of them. And I will be happy. Could have gone for Huitsu as well, but not too happy with that. Lichi from Kamicha is a bit too bad. Sama is safe. Doso is going to be very risky, considering we cannot see a lot of Suso or Uso. So I'm not too certain what to go for here, if I should fold or not. And if I should, then how? But I'm not going to fold here. I'm going to push. It passed, no problem. Loman is Nakasuji, so it might come out. Come on, Loman. Dianpin. Wasn't very safe either, but lots of Sunpin out, so maybe it was actually. Should I upgrade to Haneman or should I keep it safe? I don't actually know. I'll try to upgrade to Haneman here. So we have Yaku Dora-san. Get past. Papin maybe? Nah, there is only one left. Pe. Yeah, but Uman isn't safe now. Pe, what about the Pe? Pe isn't safe either, actually. Going to Tsumogiri. I don't think I can win anyway. There is only like one draw left for me. And 2 discards from Kamicha. Or maybe not. Kan! And no Rinchan. Whoa, I would have had Linchan with that. The other weight. Holy fucking shit. That's really bad. And no Hote, of course. But he was waiting on the Uman actually. But I should have kept the initial Roman weight. It was actually better. Then again, how was I supposed to know that the Roman was actually my Rinchan Pai? And that I would have been able to call Kan in the first place. My Kanzai reading skills are not good enough, unfortunately. But we got up to second thanks to the Ribo, to the no 10 penalty, and Shimochago went for Kishikuhai here. Okay. We do have a nice 7-8-9 Sanshoku incoming, maybe? Chinpon. Can't choose this one as my pair. E Shanten. Peitan Kidichi would be quite funny. I think I'll go with that. Can still get a Tenpai with the Rokuman, so although Kyuman would not result in Sanchoku, but still. Okay. Gonna go with that, unfortunately. The 789 Sanchoku is straying further, but... Ah, of course. Tenpai, but it's not a good weight. Could wait until I get Pinfu at least, maybe. I don't know. Pong from... Oh, Kan. I can call Luchi after that. Oh. I'll stay them, I think. Okay. We have Kamicha with an Oyaman guaranteed. And here we have Pinfu. Yeah, probably gonna have to say bye for now. I do not feel that comfortable keeping a Pinfu Nomi Tenpai against an Oyaman, which I have no idea whether it's Tenpai or not. So for now, okay, Shimacha called Dichi, would have won with that, but Sabroso maybe? Yes, it was Sabroso, so I was right to not kill the Tenpai. Dora go in Pachi, and that's the end of the game, actually. Well, I managed to save my arse here because I would have dealt in had I kept the Tenpai. So great call on my end. I get away with a mere -12. Like so. And Kamicha had a great stroke of luck here, calling Kan and then flipping him 3 new Dora to get from 5800s to 18,000s. So GG to him, and this is where my live stream will end because I believe it is time for me to grab something to eat and probably do something else in the meantime. I might come back, but I'm not certain. We'll consider this session a victory because we managed to get at least 4 non-last places and to grab almost 250. No, maybe we actually did grab 250 points since we started. No, we started with 1362, so 233 points, which is quite a decent result still in 4 Hanchan. So I'll stop the stream right now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Liken, for passing by. And I will see you soon for more Throne Room games. Thank you all and have an excellent rest of your Sunday.